Hey guys, we're doing pluck out method of forms training, looking at 3 techniques in each form that are not basics. You know, they don't show up where you get to do endless reps of them in regular situations in karate. These are moves that are somewhat unique to the form they're in, and when you're good at them, it shows that you really put your time in. We used to have a bow form that we would have the grown-ups do as part of their black belt test. And it was, you know, it wasn't terribly difficult, except there was one move that would get everybody, especially when they were nervous and you had people fumbling their bows and tripping over it and make, you know, it falls down, it makes the clattering noise on the ground. And I'll tell you what, you nail that thing, except you drop your bow on the toughest move. That's all anybody's thinking about. And it really says something about your level of preparation. Why didn't you pluck that move out, do it 10 million times by itself, and then plug it back in, and that way it's just as smooth and confident as everything else you're doing in there. So let's do 3 moves from our victory form, Form 4. It's one of my all-time favorite forms, probably the most popular hardstyle martial arts form in the world. Let's pick out the following moves. We're going to go double side kick. We are going to go the reverse spear upon landing, and we are going to go with the actually, excuse me, I misspoke. We're going to go with the scoop and break tiger technique. So double side kick, scoop, break, and we're going to go with the big melon crusher move that comes up near the end of this form. So let's look at those 3. So first of all, double side kick, right in the beginning of the form. What I'm going to do is to take my back leg, chamber it really high, like I'm going to do a high side kick, but then use all my power to stomp downward. Now, those of you that are side kick sticklers like I am might say, well, Master Terry, you didn't turn your hip over, you didn't pivot on that first kick. And that's true, that's intentional. See, did it on purpose. Because you want to save the rolling of your hip and the power that you get from popping your hip over. You're going to save that for the second side kick, the one you do up high. You will not generate more power in a pivoted, rolled over position if you're kicking down super low like we are right now. That only comes into play when your leg comes up. To be powerful, you have to roll your hip into a different slot, okay? So for the first side kick, we chamber high, we stomp down without rolling our hip, we re-chamber high, then we roll over and strike out for our second kick. All right, and all of this should happen. There's a lot going on there if you think about all the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're landing in side chop. All right, let's do 3 more together. Here we go. Left, down, out, chop. I mentioned in an earlier video that if you're ever doing a side kick, but you're going to land in square, when you rechamber it more like you would a front kick. Okay, so ready? We're here, no pivot. There's our pivot. We open our body up. All right, no pivot. There's our pivot. We open our body up upon landing. And let's do the other side in the form. It does happen on both sides. Ready? Low, high, chop landing, no pivot, full pivot, open up for the chop landing. 3, chop landing. Let's work our timing on the landing here. Whoops, no pivot, full pivot, chop landing. Timing on landings, man, that's always great to work on. Cool. All right, so double side kick comes right off the bat at the beginning of the form. You can really wow the judges with that one. All right. Signature move in this form is the scoop break combination using the tiger's mouth shaped hands. All right? So what you're going to do is you're going to scoop with the left, and you're going to then shoot through, like low punch level, a breaking technique with the right tiger's mouth. A tiger's mouth is like you're holding a cup like this, like your coffee cup of orange juice here. It's one of the only techniques I can think of where your wrist actually is bent because you're trying to expose that ring of the tiger's mouth to your target. All right, so let's see, we are landing out of a snap kick left. Our hand is here. We're going to scoop up and through. And you would want to be striking through on the landing, right? So it's not catch on the landing and then strikes, that robs the strike of all its power. It is, however, it is scoop, bam, and break upon setting your weight forward. Okay. So let's do this combination. It's going to be out of a left tiger's mouth, kicking into it, then scooping and breaking with the other. Ready? Kick and scoop, break. Back. Kick and scoop, break. With your scoop, don't go way out here, right? Remember, you have to keep your body covered. So this needs to be a tight movement, and push through here. Another detail, you do not actually grab your own arm. You just have that floating, you shoot through it like that. You hear things about this move like what's going on is that you're grabbing somebody's leg and you're like attacking their knee. I'm not sure about that. I think you're way more likely to break your thumb than somebody else's leg by tiger's mouthing into a straight leg. It could be, that could be done on the back of somebody's elbow. Perhaps what's being imagined there is that I've hit you, I kick you, maybe your arm comes up to defend, maybe I grab your arm and put you in an arm bar or something. All right, so let's do that. Let's do that another time. We are here, we're gonna kick in, scoop, break. Nice job, and once more, kick in, scoop, break. All right, other side of the body, let me think about this. Nope, they don't have to do that. Nope, it does happen on both sides of the body. Whoops. All right, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it anyway, but in the form it does happen on both sides. So kick into the right, scoop, break left. Don't touch your own hand. Kick in, scoop tight, break in. Low punch level, kick, 3. Here, kick, 4. More time. Kick, 5. All right, let's move on to our big melon crusher move. This is a breathing exercise and an exercise in controlling the pace of what you're doing. So what happens here is that you're gonna move in, arms and legs slowly for about 2/3 of the technique, and then for the last third, bang, you're gonna explode in almost a surprising way, like if somebody was watching it and you kind of lulled them to sleep with the slow, and then bam, as fast at the end. And I remember being a kid watching people do this, and it would kind of wake you up a little bit. All right, so let's do this. It comes out of left elbow, T-stance, reinforcement with the right, leaving the left fist closed, the right hand open. We're going to reach up, and at this point, we begin to move the foot in. So hands come up. Now, right foot starts to drag in toward the left, and the hands start to come down. So see, this whole book is shutting. But when we're here, we're about 2/3 of the way done, we are going to explode, bang, and we're going to hammer fist onto an open palm. Let's go again. Bang. And really make it distinct. Slow, bang, and then fast. Sometimes you see people do this and it's all kind of just one. They think they're doing 2 speeds, but it's really 1. So really emphasize the slow, bang, and then the fast at the end. One more time, hands and feet, boom, timing exercise together. There you go, we did the pluck out. Now, go plug them back in again.